So many of you have told me how much you are enjoying seeing some long and short nails. So I'm going to show you both in this video. We're going to start out with the long nails because they've got the most steps and they're the most difficult. And then you'll see an easier version with short nails. It's kind of, snippets. Love this. This is one of my favorite sets I've done this year. So I'm in love with this. I had so much fun with this one. I hope you guys really like this too. We're starting out with just some creams and Frozen from Maniology to get it started. Frozen is like a pearlescent shade. The rest of them are all creams. What I'm doing here, since these tips are clear, is just painting a more neutral skin tone on there so that it will mimic natural nails a little bit better. I don't use acrylic or anything like that. This is all either natural nails or tips. So sometimes I have to fake it till you make it. And that's what I'm doing here, is just basically covering the fact that these are clear tips. I'm going to do this on the thumb and for the ring finger. Then I'm going to go in and go ahead and do Frozen on the index finger. Like I said before, this is a pearlescent one, which means that you can get brush strokes in it. So you do have to be a little bit careful to make sure those brush strokes look nice. That's why you see me kind of fiddling with it just a little bit to see if I can get it nice and neat with as few streaks as possible. Then I'm going to grab the color Ice Pond. Again, this is a cream from Maniology. This is going to go on, I think, the ring finger and the pinky, middle finger and pinky. I love this shade in winter. I love this for anything snow or blue sky related, anything like that in winter. It to me is the perfect winter blue color if you want something that's kind of icy. I really like this shade, and I really only use this one and Frozen in the winter, but I love them both. So this is what it would kind of look like if I was actually putting them on my hands. And then, of course, the thumb would be on the far left. And just to kind of give you an idea. And we are going to start out with the thumb. What I'm going to do is just swipe a diagonal line of polish across the nail. If you have really long nails like this, it's actually easier to just hold the brush and rotate your finger to get that look. But because this is on a tip, I'm cheating. It's a little bit easier. And then I am going to put this glitter on top. Now, I did notice when I did the short nails today that the glitter wasn't quite as deep, and I could not figure out why. It was coming out kind of it's still pretty, but more like an aqua tone to it. And then I realized I didn't put the blue underneath. So by putting the blue underneath, it gave it so much more depth and just made it absolutely beautiful. So don't forget that step. Then I'm going in with my e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm just going to dust off what I can. Some of it did get a little bit up higher on the nail. It's just in a couple little dots, so I don't really care. I think it's pretty. We're getting the messy stuff out of the way first. I saw on the Maniology forums the other day that somebody asked about the difference between a glitter and flocking. So I'm showing you the difference. The first nail had glitter. This is flocking. This is all messy. It's horrible. It gets everywhere. All of this gets everywhere. All the glitter everywhere. All the flocking everywhere. But flocking is fabric. It's little tiny pieces of shredded fabric that kind of, it has a texture to it, and you don't top coat it. So it just gives you almost like a sweatery or, a cheap Christmas stocking. If you rubbed that, it kind of feels like that. It's really neat. It's really soft. And it's a lot of fun to add some texture to some looks. Now, I have never showed you guys how to use these big jumbo stamps before. That's all I'm doing. Going in, grabbing some words. We're going to throw it on the index finger. I really wanted to make sure it said Joy and Noel kind of in the middle of it. I really liked how that looked together with the circles and the joy and all that stuff. So I thought it was super cute, and I wanted to go ahead and grab that for a nail. The next nail is going to be a whole nail snowflake. I use this one because it's a wide open design. I thought it would show everything really nicely and make it very clear on a big or a small nail. It's a snowflake, right? When I went to stamp this down, these tips have a very nice arch in them. However, sometimes it throws off my stamping, so I accidentally tapped it and some of it came off. So I just had to set it down where it was. It made it a little crooked, but I ended up liking it better, I think, than if I had done it straight on. It almost makes it look like the snowflakes moving across the nail instead of just being stamped down. So I actually ended up liking it crooked. So if you try out this design, you might check that out. Hey, and while you're checking stuff out, don't forget to subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notified when all my videos come out, because right now I'm super busy trying to get all these done, so they go up when they go up. I can't guarantee you times during Christmas. But in January, I'm going to start like a in-depth beginner series. So if you have questions for that, make sure you start asking them now. So if there's a technique that I can help teach you or something I can do to make this easier for you, I will. Now on this one, we're going to do a French tip with the snowflake coming out of the cuticle area. So I already stamped down half of the snowflake, and now we're going to go in and do the French tip. I really love this plate. It's one of my favorites, and I love this style of French tip. I got it a little bit crooked and had to kind of extend it some on the way down after I stamped it, but it's a super easy fix. You can do it with an art brush. It hardly takes any time. And now I'm going to go through, I've put the stripe over the thumb just to kind of help tie all of these colors together. What I really want is every nail to have every color on it. And so I thought it would be cute to go in and put little dots. If any of you know me, you know I'm scared of the dotting tool. I have a tendency to go way overboard when I get turned loose with the dotting tool. So I was really working to hold myself in and rein it in. I thought it was super cute though, stamping this inside the O on Joy and kind of around the little wreath shape on Noel. Added a couple little dots to the back where I didn't quite get enough words on there, and really honestly just didn't want to bother grabbing another stamp to fill it in. There's really no point. It's very close to the cuticle, so some little dots to help tie it in across the top there too. I thought came out super, super cute. I'm not kidding when I say I think this is my favorite set all year. Now, I do something a little bit different than a lot of other people that I don't know that I showed very well in this video. Each time like I put glitter down, I top coat it. Even if I just top coat the glitter, because I don't want it to get smudged or knocked off or anywhere else once I've put it down. So keep that in mind. If you're doing a whole lot of stuff on a nail, it's a good idea every once in a while to go in and just top coat everything to kind of seal it in so it doesn't move while you're doing other stuff. Now again, the thumbnail didn't have any of the frozen white stuff on it, so I thought it'd be cute just to dot it up. You could do these little dots and put little gems on it if you wanted to, like if you wanted really, really blingy. I wanted pretty, but still cute, and I kind of think the little dots make it a little cuter. Plus, as you do the tiny dots like behind the big snowflake, it looks like more snow is falling in the background. Love it. Love it. I'm really mad my nails broke. After I made this, I was really mad. I would wear this for a week. I love it. And now I'm going to go through and just grab that ice pond color and frozen and make a couple little dots across the outside of this French tip. Again, you could do gems if you wanted to. You could do gems on the tip in the center of any of these snowflakes. I just really like how it looked with polish. And it might be a little bit because my blue gems went missing and, you know, I promptly found them as soon as I was finished, but whatever. Really, really, like that one would have been very pretty with an aqua blue gem right smack in the middle of it. And I kind of experimented a little bit here with putting frozen in some other places, and I was kind of, it was okay. So I thought it would be fun to go in with a darker blue. It's called Shirobi, I think, and put that in place. I really feel like adding these dots in just brought this up to a whole other level. I love how this deep one looks on top of the snowflake. It just is all very cohesive. It flows nicely. I thought it came out super cute. You'll have to let me know what you think, but don't go, because now we're doing the shorties. So I already went through and painted them the exact same color in the exact same order that I had on the other nails. This is what I meant though. I put down striping tape and forgot to put the base color down. So you'll see this glitter comes out quite a bit lighter in color. It's still very beautiful like it is, but I do like it with that other color underneath it better. It added a lot more depth to it and just, it's just prettier. And I'm going to grab the flocking for the pinky. This stuff I use for me. I'm not a professional nail tech, never have been. So I just tap it off right back over my container. Every once in a while I do have a friend who comes over and we have nail play dates, but on the whole, we haven't braved flocking together. So this is pretty much just something that I use on myself. I really like it though, and really like the texture it brings to this. The only thing I don't like about flocking is you can't top coat it. So over time, the longer you wear it, it taps off. You know, it'll eventually come off. Still comes out super cute though. I wonder if you did it with acrylic, if you could clear cap it and keep it in there and still have that textured look. I bet you could. I don't know. I might have to research that and see if I can find if anybody's done that. So, because these nails are shorter, I just put a very thin French mani line across the tip of it. And that thin French mani look has been in all year. It's like 2020, everybody went, I can't go to a salon, screw it, I'm just going to file them down and put a little bitty tip on. It's been popular all year long. So I think it looks really cute with this on short nails. And it doesn't, require you to kind of block stuff off at all. You just, boop, stamp a little bit across the tip and you're done. And again, I'm going to do the blue stripe across the thumb as well. That one was really hard to do on a short nail. I don't know why. It was weird. Again, just matching it up again, doing the dots like I did on the other one. I'm not going to show you every step on every finger again. So many of them are similar, they're not necessary. But I did really want to point out the thumb because of the glitter mistake. And you can see it's still pretty. The color is just not quite in tune with the rest of the mani like it is on the tips. I think if somebody wasn't being an OCD weirdo like me, they probably wouldn't even notice it. But I still think it's cute. And there, I stamped everything else and don't know where the rest of that clip went. So there it is. I think I got a little carried away with the dotting tool on the middle nail on that one. But overall, the snowflakes are adorable. I love it. I love the flocking on this. I love the glitter. Have I said I love it? Because I do. Just love it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed seeing both a long set and the shorter version of a short set. I think it's a cute idea. I think it helps a lot of more people that way. And if you like it, I'll keep doing it while my nails grow back out. In the meantime, there's going to be a video in the upper right hand corner, and I would appreciate it if you click on it and check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.